Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sports and recreational activities are one of the most important parts of healthy and balanced lifestyle, especially for those who are trying to achieve excellence in academics, mental well-being, personal growth, and social life. We are suspecting that nearly half of the students in CFS IUM doesn't exercise at all. This may be due to the shortcomings of the university, such as packed schedule, especially with classes in the evenings, as well as students' laziness and them staying in the room at all time. This is the reason why we are doing this survey and research to find out why they are not doing any exercise.
So for our survey, we target a group of CFS IM students to find out the physical exercise behaviors of theirs. So after a week of collecting data, we have found 93 data responses, and after cleaning them, we got 80 data entries that is valid, which both of the males and females are equally distributed. So we use convenience sampling because it is very convenient, because we can collect data in a short period of time, and we can use any means to get data. The variables which are to question we ask CFS IM students are how many exercise they've done in a week, how long they've done their exercise in each session, the type of exercise or sports they have done, and how they feel after every exercise or sports session, and how they feel about the CFS IAM facilities.
Firstly, we have conducted group frequency table. So for each male and female, we have divided into several time interval. For male, we have 7 classes, and each classes has class size of 16. And the female, we have 6 classes, and for each classes, we have class size of 19 minutes. For male part, we found that the time interval from the 15 to 30 minutes has the highest frequency of student, which is 15 student, and the lowest time interval, which come from 61 to 75 minutes, has the lowest frequency, which is 2 students only. For female part, we found that the time interval from the 29 to 47 minutes has the highest frequency of student, which is 24, and the time interval from 86 to 104 and 105 to 123 minutes have the lowest frequency, which is 1 student only.
Now we'll move on to the histogram. Based on the given graphs, it is found that male CFS students' histogram peak in time interval between 14.5 to 13.5 minutes with the frequency of 15 students, while female CFS student histogram peak between 29 to 48.5 minutes with the frequency of 22 students. Here are the calculations, which are mean, mode, and median. From this data, the average time spent on exercise among male students is 61.061 minutes, while the average time for female CFS student spent on exercise is 40.375 minutes. The most common amount of time spent on exercise among male students is 40.333 minutes, while the most common amount of time spent on exercise among female students is 37.441 minutes. Half of the male students spend more than 47.5 minutes on exercise per session, and half of the female students spend more than 38 minutes on exercise. For the male student, a variance of 982.272 minutes, the standard deviation of 28.27 minutes. For the female students, a variance of 355.215 minutes, a standard deviation of 18.847 minutes.
Based on the graph about how many sessions of exercise per week for CFS students, we can see that most CFS students tend to have exercise at least 1 to 3 times a week, with the highest frequency on only 1 time a week. But on the other hand, students that are less likely to have exercise more than 4 times a week. But for male students, has a higher number of students that do exercise more than 4 times a week than female students.
Hmm. For qualitative data, in terms of types of exercise that students engage in, we found that 40% of male students and 77.5% of female students prefer walking, jogging or stamina training because the stadium facility provided is very suitable for these or those activities. Other than that, we also found that no males does cycling and 7.5% of female students do cycling. Other than that, we found also 35% of male students and 12.5% of female students participate in sport. Lastly, 25 of the male students also enjoy strength training, while only 2.5% of female students do strength training.
How do CFS students feel after every exercise session? From our pie charts, it is found that 43.6% of male and 47.5% female students are satisfied after every exercise session. It is also found that 43.6% of male students as well as 45% of female students feel calm after their exercise session. Other than that, 10.3% of male students as well as 7.5% of female students are unsure about how they feel after their exercise session. On top of that, it is also found that a small minority of 2% of male students are dissatisfied or in regret after exercise.